Self-expression time, as always. It's a curious thing to observe disturbance within the self. I haven't been so attached to my own emotions in the past, well, however long it's been since really discovering presence for myself, that conscious awareness, the realization there are no people, there is not anything. As Eckhart Tolle has said, nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. And the world of form, ultimately, is unreal. The more I contemplate this, it's perhaps not even the right word, experience, embody, the more curious it is to observe the arising of sensation and the falling away of it. I understand now why the stoic, unmoved awareness is the most compassionate form of love in the face of suffering. I no longer care about suffering. I don't care. Which means I'm not concerned about it. I'm not worried about it. It doesn't disturb me. And this is what everyone wants, honestly. You go to the doctor and you're dripping with illness. You don't want the doctor who sees you and gasps and begins to weep, or comes to coddle you and say, this looks so bad and I'm so sorry, but we'll figure it out, we'll do something. You want the doctor who looks at you and without flinching, without blinking, without moving a muscle of their expression says, yeah, you're fine. We got this. It's taken care of. You're good. That's what Jesus did. Jesus didn't heal people because he felt bad for them, or was concerned, or afraid of, or worried about their pain, their suffering. He didn't care. Because care isn't love. It's the opposite of love. And he just loved. He looked straight past all of the illusion of that grief and sorrow, straight through it, and just knew the individual's well-being so steadfast and certainly that it simply overlapped into their experience of reality. He owned the room with his vibration. And so I am no longer caring about suffering. I know it doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. And that includes in myself. That means I'm no longer disturbed by my own disturbance. I witness it. I see it. I feel it. I acknowledge. Oh, there it is. There's a thought. There's the sensation. I see exactly how it is trying to convince me to follow it. Putting on a whole show, a whole play, scripting an entire narrative an elaborate attempt to convince awareness to leave itself, to leave presence. And the more often I witness this, the funnier it becomes. It feels like a tickle. It feels like caterpillars crawling inside. It's just sensation. It's amusing. A curious thing to behold. Where is this leading? I don't know. I find myself in a strange and unfamiliar place, but one that is peaceful, one that is calm and still and not unloving, but very much uncaring, unmoved, unbothered by even my own bothering. It is the witnessing of non-peace and being at peace with that. And so there is not much I feel the need to express. Just this, that there is stillness. There's the sense of something coming. The energy hasn't changed. It hasn't, it isn't, it's not going to. The environmental energy remains the same. My energy is growing. The energy of divine feminine. And so the energy of all the collective. The human mind collectively is awakening. And there will be more to engage in, more to experience. And I can sense, witness that tingle of boredom, that which I would have labeled, can still label. The thought itself is of boredom. But I can step back and witness it. And then I'm not bored. It's an interesting thing to observe. All of this feels more and more like a waking dream. Of course, this is only reinforced by the experience of my sleeping dreams, which are increasingly vivid and closer to existence. The one I had last night, where I had a very clear conversation with my ex. In the dream, we were apparently still in a relationship. I was confused about this. But it became very clear to me that it was a demonstration, a lesson, a learning point, a turning point. And we had a conversation wherein I reached conscious awareness that the entirety of our relationship had been based on ego. Both sides. Mine, entirely ego-based. Not heart-based. Not, in fact, even love. I realized that in this dream. That we had no concept of what love was. Neither one of us had ever truly experienced it. because we hadn't truly experienced the presence of self. We hadn't known divine love. We hadn't received that. We hadn't filled our own cups. And so, like most of society, we were engaging in this transaction, trying to squeeze a few drops out of one another when we had hardly enough for ourselves, because we didn't understand how to receive it, how to feel it, how to experience it. And I said to her in the dream, she had said something to the effect of, "You're not even trying or making an effort." And I said, "I don't believe there should be any trying. In love, you don't have to try. You don't have to worry or care. That's not love. Love is devotion because it inspires devotion, not from a place of fear, from a place of desire, from a place of pure wanting. I have this desire, this devotion to the sensation of presence because it feels good, because I desire it, because I want it, I enjoy it, because it is that sensation of both giving and receiving love simultaneously in mutual reciprocation. And that is all that I want. Everything that I want is there. And so naturally, I am inspired to feel this devotion for it. And so any work, any efforts that I put forth towards it doesn't feel like effort. It's not trying, it's allowing. It's wanting and allowing. That's love. And I came to this realization last night in the dream. And so all of this is just a continuation of that. It's just more dream. Curiouser and curiouser. There is no meaning to all of this speaking. It is simply speaking. It is nice to feel the resonance of one's own voice. Sometimes that is more than enough. I know not where this or anything is going, but I send all my love into the world. Thank you for your witness. I love you.